Hello everyone. We are going to continue our journey with Microsoft Exchange. Currently, I believe we stopped at LAB9, which is sending email. This lab is very easy. All we need to do is, after of course, just 1 second. After of course restarting our server, and I recommended after finalizing Exchange installation that you actually check for updates, install all updates, and then reboot the server afterwards. All you need to do is go to Google Chrome, for example. This lab, of course, will represent the fruit of our efforts. That means after all this time, we were able to finally send an email from one user to another. So I'm going to log into our Exchange server by typing localhost/UA. This will take me to Outlook. UA stands for Outlook Web Application. I believe we created two users, user one and user two. I'm going to log in with user one, and then I will hit sign in. Of course, it will take me to this page. Right now, I will create a new email. I will type user two, for example. Of course, if user two is not available, you can hit search directory, and it will tell you all the matching emails, and then you can select, for example, user two. I will type test and test for the subject and body, and then hit send. Hopefully, it will be in the sent items. Okay, right now it's in draft, and this might happen for one reason or another, that it might take some time to be moved to sent items, and unfortunately, this is like something we cannot control actually, because it depends on the Exchange server installation itself. How much resources do we have available? For example, in this case, I already allocated around 8 GB actually of RAM for this Exchange server. It is better if we try to push it to 9. Try to give it a room to breathe. In Task Manager, we can see the utilization also for Exchange. It's already consuming all available memory. So it is a heavy application. In this case, if it doesn't move to sent items directly, what we can do is actually um, restart the service. So if I go here to services, sorry, services, and then, and this is of course something that we shouldn't do frequently, but if I restart Microsoft Exchange Active Directory topology, it will basically cycle through all services related to Exchange. This might take some time, by the way, but it is a sure way to fix this issue, essentially, which is an email that is stuck in draft and is not being sent. Again, this shouldn't actually be the case. By default, it should send to the user, and we should be able to see it in that user inbox as well. Of course, since it's restarting, we can see that this stopped working with the UA. But we can give it a second here. Meanwhile, actually, I will try to log in with the other user account. I will use user 2, and then the password. Of course, this is the user that's supposed to receive the email. Again, since I'm restarting the services, something might go wrong actually during the login, we'll see. Yeah, which is fine, no problem, but I believe it's almost done. Okay. Now if we hit refresh here and refresh here, we can see that actually this is an email I sent previously. It's not that email actually, but we can say it is working, albeit not as efficient as we hope. We can, of course, try to send another email to test2, or sorry, user2 and administrator. By the way, administrator already has an inbox as well. Okay. And it joined its friend in the draft as well. Okay, but all in all, it should be sent in time, but again, we cannot control actually when it will be sent, as Exchange server will handle that. As for the reason why it's not sending in time, it depends on the resources allocated for Exchange server. That's it for this lab. In the next lab, we are going to create our distribution group and then send an email to that distribution group. See you in the next lab.